The colder months are just around the corner, and that usually means we are around a lot more bacteria and mold being indoors. But I have a secret that can keep the colds and flus away. I make an immunity tincture and I make a cold and flu tincture. But sometimes you just don't want that alcohol taste. So as a preventative, I make my legendary Torpedo fire cider. Last year, I made a bunch of this and sold it at prepper camp. It was a hot ticket item because of how incredibly good it works. Just take a sip of it a few times a day and you are golden. It helps boost the immune system and it keeps pesky colds and flus at bay. This year, I wasn't so lucky and I couldn't make a lot of fire cider. In order to make my own, I have to make apple cider vinegar. And because our apple trees didn't produce this year, I was out of luck. You can't make fire cider without apple cider vinegar. The reason that the apple trees didn't produce is because it was heavily pruned last year, so it stunted the growth a bit, but next year we should be good. I had just a little apple cider vinegar left over from the previous year, so I used that. Let me take you through the steps to show you what I do so that you can make your own. It's very simple, and because I grow most of everything I put into the fire cider, it is even easier to just grab what I need from my pharmacy yard and add it to the jar. I start out with a large glass container. Now this can be a half-gallon canning jar, or you can use a large pickle jar, which is what I have here. The lid doesn't fit tightly on this, so it is perfect for fire cider. If I were using a half-gallon jar with a good lid, I would need to put a towel over the top with a rubber band. In my jar, I add a whole bunch of stuff. I have these tangerines. I did not grow these, but I will usually save the skin from organic oranges or lemons throughout the year, dry them, and then put them into my fire cider for this purpose. But since I had the tangerines already, I figured I would just cut them in quarters and throw the whole thing in. Just make sure to wash them very well if they are store-bought. This is my sauerkraut masher, but it works well for other applications such as this. I want to mash them down and squeeze the juice out, and also make room for everything else. It will be packed full when we are finished. On our homestead, I grow grapes, and the grape leaves are an excellent thing to add to fire cider. I am also going to be adding oregano, elder leaves, peppermint, St. John's wort, calendula flowers, sage, echinacea flowers and the leaves, and a couple of lemons that we had on our lemon trees. I am also going to add rosemary and amaranth leaves. I stuff all of that into the jar. Don't worry if it is compact, it will begin to break down over a few days. I take my masher and mash it all down. Here is something I'm going to add that I do not grow. It is called chaparral leaf. I do plan to grow it in the future. I want to add a bit of this along with other things I grow, such as cayenne pepper, pine needles, hardneck garlic, onion stalks, alfalfa, yarrow leaves and the flowers, ginger, and cinnamon. Now, with the cayenne peppers, cut them open and throw them in, seeds and all. The seeds are great and will help boost the effectiveness of the fire cider. Now, all I need to do is add apple cider vinegar. Like I said before, this is what I have left over from the previous year. It needs to be used up anyways, so there is nothing more perfect that to use it for than this small batch of fire cider. Pouring it in, you will see lots of bubbles. You will need to go pretty slowly and make sure everything is covered. I will take a wooden spoon and turn it around and use the handle to scrape the edges, so I am making sure to get the apple cider vinegar all around the herbs. Make sure the apple cider vinegar is covering it all when you are finished. The next steps are to just stir it every day and wait. Every day it gets easier to use the wooden handle because the herbs are breaking down. You need to stir this once a day for the next 6 to 8 weeks. Then at this point, simply strain out the bulk of the herbs, and the liquid that you have left over is the apple cider vinegar that is infused with all the medicinal benefits of the herbs. Like a lot of medicinal things, it doesn't taste all that great, but it is just a couple seconds of yuck to keep away a cold and flu. That's worth it, isn't it? Add a little bit of raw honey when you consume it, and it will help the taste. Have you made fire cider before? What ingredients did you like putting in yours? Let me know in the comments below. SHTF Survival Homestead Teaching Farm thanks you for watching this video. Please continue to help us help you by liking, sharing, and subscribing.